Hi, folks. Welcome to the Cincinnati Razorback Room once again for another episode of Star Power Baseball. I'm your host, Dennis, and I welcome you to this exciting announcement. This is things that are going to be happening in Star Power Baseball. And those of you that are going to be buying a game after March the 1st, or if you get the brand new Hall of Fame edition, which is also coming out mid-March, or if you buy the Hall of Fame set, you are going to receive absolutely free this little booger right here, a flash drive. On that flash drive is going to be this information right here. When you open it, it's going to look like that. It's going to have, and it'll also have some videos on it too, but it's going to have this important information. You can see that it's got this thing right here that says Team Builder, Excel 1, Excel 2, and Excel. Star Power cards by points and positions, and Hall of Fame points. Those of you that are getting the Hall of Fame game, this is what you're going to love because you're getting over 250 cards of Hall of Famers. And in this particular program, they are sorted out by points value so you can choose them. Also, you can see the picture of the card. Let me open one up here. Hall of Fame points. And let's go to left-handed pitchers, and let's just bring up Tom Glavine. Okay, here comes Tom Glavine right here. Let me move him over just a little bit so you can see him. And when you clicked on him, there's his picture. There's his card. Let's look at some other ones here. There's Lefty Gomez, Steve Carlton, Andy Cooper, Hal Newhouser. You get to see all these cards on the flash drive, and it's got their point value right there in the Star Power. So you get to see that too. Amazing. And this will help you when you build your team points value wise, okay? Now I'm going to close that real quick and look here, and you can see that the Star Power program, and I might be looking away because I'm looking at this, it gives you 6 outfield positions, so you can use their outfield positions. It gives you third base, short, second, and first, so there's your infield. It gives you 14 different slots for pitchers, 3 slots for catchers, and I'm going to erase that. And we'll start with 0. Okay. And over here, it's got room for a manager. That's something brand new. In fact, let's look at our managers to start, okay? And now you can see on the chart here, let's go to list, all of our managers are 9 points, every one of them. And we'll go through the ones that we have right now. There's Walter Alston, Sparky Anderson, Bobby Cox, Leo DeRocher, Rube Foster, Bucky Harris, La Russa, Lasorda, Mack, Joe McCarthy, John McGraw, Bill McKinney, Casey Stengel, Joe Torre. Those are the ones we have so far. So what we're going to do is we're going to pick a manager for our Hall of Fame manager, and we're going to pick, and when we pick one, we type his name right here in this big square. You can see this. I'll highlight that. You see that right there? That's where we're going to type it. And we're going to type it right there, and we're going to pick for our manager today, we're going to pick Joe Torre. Joe Torre. And he is 9 points. And we hit enter, and you can see the above number shows how many players you have. Well, he's not a player, he's a manager, so that stays at 0. It tells me I have 9 manager points and 9 team points, and I have my 1 manager. Look at that. Ha, ha, ha. Well, let's go pick us a first baseman. What do you say to that? Let's go first base. And let's put that in the list. And you can see we have High Pockets Kelly is 1 point. That's the points right there. You can see I'm pointing to the points. Roger Connors, 13 points. And on this particular one, only on the Hall of Fame set does it do this. It gives you how many respins that they get. So Harmon Killebrew right here is a 17-point first baseman with 2 respins. And I want to look at that card. So I click on it. Here he is. There's my Harmon Killebrew card. So I can look at these cards and put them into my team builder program. And I'm going to use Harmon Killebrew as my first baseman. So I'm going to go over here to first base. I'm going to type in Harmon Killebrew. He's first base. He gets +2 respins, and he's 17 points. And as you now see, I'm up to 26 points. I have one player, and it's an infielder for 1 point. I mean, for one player, 17 points of my infielders. Now, the top guy on this is going to be your starting lineup. And Harmon Killebrew is a starter, so it says my starter points are now at 17. Well, let's go grab us a second baseman. What do you say? Second base. Let's give it a list so it looks like a list. Ooh, I see somebody I want right there. I want Napoleon LaJoie. LaJoie. Look at that card. These cards are beautiful, people. These cards are amazing. Gentrova did these cards. He's 22 points, but I can't pass up that card. In fact, we even made him in the Catico version. Oh, look at that. 3 singles on LaJoie. Look at that. We did it just for you guys out there. The 3 single LaJoie. I love it. Okay, so we're going to make him, he's 22 points. We're going to make him our second baseman. And he's second base. He gets 2 respins, and he is 22 points. So now I'm up to 48 points. I have 39 points in my infield and 9 points in my manager. Well, let's go grab us an outfielder. What do you say? Let's get somebody from the outfield. How about a center fielder? Let's grab a center fielder. View, list. Ooh, I already see who I want. I want this guy. How can you not have that guy on your team? Oscar Charleston, maybe the greatest player that ever played. That's one heck of a card right there. Monster 13, 11, 7, 2 nines, a home run, and he's a 5-5, I think, runner. Anyway, I'm going to put Oscar on there for 25 points as center field. So I'm going to go up here. Oscar Charleston, CF, +2, and he is 25 points. How do I know he's +2? It says it right there. It says that he's +2 right there. So I know how many respins that he gets. Center field, +2, 25 points. Now in my outfield points, I now have 25 points, one player. I'm up to 3 players. I have 2 infielders, 1 outfielder, and a manager, and I'm up to 73 points so far. Okay, let's go to shortstop. Who do we want to play shortstop? Let's get the list on the view. How about Ernie Banks? Ooh, I like that. That's a good card. What do you think of that? Ernie gets 1 respin. He's 15 points, and I just like that card. So I'm going to take Ernie Banks. Well, let's see who's next on here. George Davis is 15. That's a nice card. What's this over here? Archie Vaughn's only 14. Look at that big walk on that card. I still think I'm going to take Ernie Banks. So I'm going to go to shortstop here, and I'm going to take Ernie Banks. He's a shortstop. He's +1 respin. As you can see right here, he gets 1 respin. So then he is 15 points. And now, when I hit the enter key, that 73 is going to turn to 88. That 3 is going to turn to 4. Watch the magic happen. Boom. See that? Let me show you that again. Here you go. I'm going to take that off. See how it goes back. Now, when I'm put the 15 in, and as soon as I move the cursor out of that box and put it anywhere else, or hit the tab or the enter button, then that points will accumulate here, and the numbers will accumulate here. Boom. 88 points. We have 4 players, okay? Let's pick a third baseman. What do you say? Third base right there. Let's go for the list. And, ooh, here you go. Bob Mansfield, I'm doing this for you. Let's look at that. Look at that card right there. Boy, that's a good-looking card, too, isn't it? Gentry does an amazing job on these cards. I love these Hall of Fame cards. They're really, really nice. Let's go with Ron Santo. He's 9 points. He's +1 respin. So 9 points for Ron Santo. He is a third baseman. He's +1 respin, and he's 9 points. Now, as soon as I hit any other square or the enter button, that 88 over here, right there, is going to go up to 97, and that's going to go to 5. Bam. There you go. So I now have all 4 starting infielders. My starters right now are 88 points. All right, I need a catcher. Let's find a good catcher. What do you say? Ooh, whoa, yeah, here's my catcher. How can you pass that up? Yeah! Josh Gibson. I'm going to take him. Oh, let's see who else we have here. There's Piazza for 21. Luis Santope for 18. He's a multi-positioner. Roy Campanella. Boy, isn't that a beautiful card? I just hate not to use that card because that's so nice. Man, what a card. But I think I'm going to go with Josh. Josh Gibson's going to be my catcher. So we go over here to catchers, and we put down Josh Gibson. He's a catcher. He gets 2 respins, and he's 25 points. As soon as I hit enter, that's going to change, and that's going to change. Do you see where I'm going here, folks? There and there. It all changed. As soon as I got out of it, I got 6 players now, and I'm at 122 points. Okay? Well, I got to get a great starting pitcher, and let's go start with a lefty. Let's see who we want to get for our left-handed pitcher. Let's view it as a list. There's not a whole lot of left-handed pitchers in the Hall of Fame. Here's one. Look at that. 25 points buys me that card, and it also buys me, look at this, it also buys me that card. So for 25 points, I get both of those for 25 points. I get a pitcher and a batter. Okay, but it doesn't count except for one player. Okay, it only counts as one player, but it's 2 cards. So I'm going to take Babe Ruth. I'm going to take that. I'm going to go back to my pitchers again, lefty pitchers. Babe Ruth is 25 points and +2 respins. So I'm going to go Babe Ruth. He is a lefty pitcher. He's +2 respins, and he's 25 points, but I also get him as an outfielder. And I'm going to put him over here. He is left field, +2, but he doesn't, I've already paid his points in the pitcher, so I'm going to put it as 0 points in the outfield. I'm not even going to score his points because if I put it as a point, it's going to take up a player slot. Watch this. Makes it 8 players, but I don't have 8 players, I only have 7. You see, you should be able to follow that. If you put points in there, it'll tack on to this. And here, if you put points in there. So if I put Babe Ruth 25, I'd be charged 50 for him, and I don't want to do that. I'm paying the points here. I'm also paying the slot here, the number of players right there. Okay? So I'm still at 7 players. We'll count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and a freebie with Babe Ruth because I paid for him as a pitcher and a batter, but I put his points here. Now I could take his points off of there. That'll take 25 off of here, and I could put that 25 there and the same result. But I'm going to put him here, and that way my starting points goes because Ruth's going to be my starting pitcher. How about that? Well, let's grab a right-handed pitcher. What do you say? Let's get a righty pitcher. View it as a list. And, ooh, I'll tell you who I want to get. I want to get a good relief pitcher. I think I want to get this guy. And I can click on him and look at the cards. I can look at the card just by clicking on it. And you're going to be able to do that also. I like Lee Smith. I'm going to put Lee Smith in. I look at down here, he's a +3 respins. He's a right-handed pitcher. So I'm going to go right under Babe Ruth right here, and I'm going to put in Lee Smith. And he's a right-handed pitcher, +3 respins. And he is 7 points. As soon as I hit enter, I'm going to go to 154 over here and 8 over here. Bam. Look at that. That's how this program works, guys. Okay, let's get another starting outfielder. I want to get a corner outfielder, and I want to get a good one too. I want to get a really good corner outfielder. How about that one right there? What do you think? What do you think of that one, huh? Stan the Man? You want to go Stan the Man? Or would you rather go Big Frank Robinson? How about Mel Ott? Or Ralph Kiner? Or Hank Aaron? Let's go with Hank Aaron. So they're all 17 points. They're +2 at 17 points. Let's go Hank Aaron over here. Hank Aaron. He's a right fielder. He's +2 respins, and he's 17 points. Now, as soon as I hit that, I'm going to go to 171 and 9. Boom. 171 right there, 9 right there. Pitching, I have 2 players. I have 4 infielders, 2 outfielders, and a catcher. That's what I have so far in my game, okay? Now, one thing that's really cool is I have a DH right here in Babe Ruth. And if I was using a today player, the best player in the game today is Shohei Ohtani. He plays DH and pitcher, does them both very well. You betcha I'm going to take him. You bet. For 25 points, no way I'm not taking Shohei. You got it. That's a deal. I just got 2 players for 25 points. Okay, I need another starting corner outfielder. All right, let's go with, let's say, how about, let's get some speed in the lineup. What do you say? Let's get some speed. How about this one? What do you think of that? You go with him? How about that? Let's go there. Let's go with Tim Raines. Tim Raines. Now, Tim over here is going to have +1 respin, and he is 6 points. So I'm going to kill that. I'm going to go over here. Tim Raines. Remember, my corner outfielders can play either corner outfield position. So I'm going to put him as a left fielder, +1, and he was 6 points. So now I'm up to 177 points, and I have 10 players on my team and a manager. My starting lineup costs 161 points, and I even have a DH in there with Babe Ruth. That's how Team Builder works, guys. That's how the program works, and this is what you're getting when you get, this is the Hall of Fame. Now, let's suppose, though, that I wanted to go to all the players, and I wanted to go to pitchers, and I wanted to go to all the way to the end over here, and I want to go to 2019 Shohei Ohtani. Well, guys, there he is. He's 21 points. He didn't have that great of an offensive year in 2019, but I've got him right there, and I can use him. All I got to do is pencil him in, and then if I put him in, I put him in the outfield as a no point, and I'm paying 21 points for Shohei. That's how we do this. Now, on these active players and lifetime players that are not Hall of Famers, you notice there's no respins listed. But there is. The ones that have the respins listed are 0-point pitchers. I'll show you something here. This is really cool. All these guys so far, now look at all these players. All these guys so far, that's 1 column, 2 columns, 3 columns, 4 columns, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 3, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 33 columns of 0-point pitchers with 0 respins. That's, what is about 15 guys? That's 450 pitchers right there, 0 point, 0 respins. But look at this. Here's a 0 point plus 2 respin pitcher right here. 0 points, 2 respins, Bobby Thigpen. Here's another 0 point, 2 respin, Kevin Saucier. Here's another one, Nick Ramirez from 2019. 0 points, 2 respins. Here's another one, Greg Olson. 0 points, 2 respins. So that's how it works. Isn't that awesome? Greg Minton, 0 points, 2 respins. And then you close that out and you can look at these and you say, okay, here's one right here. Here's a 0.1 respin guy. 0.1 respin, Rick Camp. 0.1 respin, Jim Brosnan. Okay? So, but this program, Team Builder, has every lifetime card that we've put out. Over 5,000 available to you, and you can look at the card and it'll show you your points value and you can put it right in. Let's suppose we want to get a third baseman and we want to look, let's go view as the list, and we want to get a 15-point third baseman. Well, here you go. Jose Ramirez from 2021 is a 15-point third baseman, and that's what he looks like. That's what his card looks like. He's 15 points. Well, here's another 15-point third baseman, Toby Hara. There's another one, Jose Ramirez from 2021. Jose Ramirez from 2019 is 14 points. So he jumped up a point. And this way you can kind of compare cards too if there's more than one of them. Here's a 16, Bill Joyce. 16, Ed Matthews. Dick Allen. Tommy Edmonds, 17 points. There's the Jose Ramirez from last year. He's up to 17 points. He's considered now by most players, he's probably like top 10 player in MLB right now. Okay? So that's how that, there's Edgar Martinez is 18 points. He's a Hall of Famer. You can see by the gold star. He's a Hall of Famer. So that's how your team builder program works. Look what I've done here. I have 10 players, including 2 pitchers, and I have my DH, so I have my starters. My starters cost me 161 points. I have 177 points out there. And you do realize that with the Hall of Fame, you're going to spend some points. A good game with the Hall of Fame would probably be 18 players for one game, 17, 18 players for one game, and 200 points would be a good fair game. 300 points, you'd have all the big boys out there. You'd have Josh Gibson, Babe Ruth, Honus Wagner, Napoli Joy, Rogers Hornsby. You'd have them all. You'd have them all out there. Yeah, Jim Tomey's a fun card. Have you guys seen the Jim Thome card of the Hall of Fame? It is so nice. Look at this here. First base, Thome right here. Look at this card. If that's not cool, nothing is. 19 points for a big power hitting first baseman. And, you know, this is going to be a lot of fun for you guys. So get into the team builder. And now, here's the other thing. A lot of you do not want to purchase a new game. This is going to come in the Hall of Fame game. You're going to get the Hall of Fame players. In the basic game, you're going to get the basic player. In the Hall of Fame game, you're going to get both. Okay? If you purchase the Hall of Fame set after March 1st, you will also receive a copy of Team Builder, no extra charge. If you want to purchase the flash drive, the little flash drive for Team Builder that's got all the players on it, Hall of Fame and everybody on that, has the front of the card so you can see what they look like. I'm going to sell this out there right now. Here it is. Right here, Team Builder. It's coming in a flash drive. I'll put it in an envelope and send it to you, including postage, all inclusive for $9.99. That's right, $9.99 will buy this if you say you saw it on the YouTube video. That's the only way to do it. You must say that you saw it on the YouTube video. Put it on the Facebook page, email to me, and we'll get that out there to you. This is how to use Team Builder. I'm Dennis, coming from the Cincinnati Razorback Room. Hope you enjoyed the program, and we'll see you next time on Star Power Baseball.